And hello everyone, a warm welcome from South Wales. We find ourselves at the Cardiff City Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And we have action to bring you from the round of 16 in the Carabao Cup. It's Cardiff City versus Nottingham Forest.
When you get to this stage of the tournament, 90 minutes away from a place in the last 8, you can expect a game full of passion, endeavour and a large amount of skill. Hopefully we're not disappointed.
Well, Fernando Torres, the sort of player who will immediately capitalise if mistakes are made by the opposing defence. What do you think we'll see from him in this game?
Well, I love watching him play. He's so creative, particularly in the top third of the pitch. Let's hope he performs well here.
And the starting 11 for Cardiff City.
Well, they play with a diamond in midfield, which makes the role of the holding midfield player so important. Is he there to dictate the play with his passing or be a defensive screen? I'd hope he could do both jobs.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Hey, good game.
Good game.
That's all right. Good game.
Hey, good game.
Thanks. Good game. Cheers.
Good luck.
And here's how Nottingham Forest will line up.
Well, in this shape, if their wide players stay high up the pitch and get enough of the ball, it's a very attacking lineup. But if they drop too deep, they will then leave the centre-forward isolated, and it could be difficult for them.
Thank you for attending today's game at the Cardiff City Stadium. Enjoy the match.
So the first half begins. Let's see what unfolds. Morato. Morato. David Raum. Using space on the opposite flank now. Elliot Anderson. Danger building. And tidy defensive play.
Well, that was excellent defending. Just made it very difficult for them.
Good through ball. Could be threatening. And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Well, with the record they built against this team, the manager certainly looks calm and confident.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that means too much today. This is a totally different game.
And it's opening up. Oh, there it is! A back and forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes.
Well, here it is again, and you have to say the 1-2 completely opens up the defensive structure. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Savona. Elliot Anderson. Failure to keep the ball by Nottingham Forest. Kluivert! Oh, tremendous goalkeeping awareness. The referee has given a corner. Playing it short. Well, another corner following on from the last one. Let's see about the delivery. Well, did his job defensively. Calimuendo. Now, can they hit them on the counter? And Cardiff come away with it. Promising looking attack. But they took care of the situation defensively. Plenty of support here. Oh, disappointing end to that.
Well, they stopped that move in its tracks. That was excellent defending.
Omari Hutchinson. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle. Well, the threat could be there. Looked as though there might be a threat, but not so in the end. Good defending. Sanchez. And on to Savona. Elliot Anderson. Omari Hutchinson. Savona. And intercepted it. And he has options available. Feeding it through. And he's made the run. Well, not clear yet. And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence.
Well, the initial save is a good one, as you can see, but unfortunately it dropped straight to an opponent. A bit unlucky, really.
Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Well, advantage coming into play, and rightly so. Moving the ball forward. How creative can they be? But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Took a nick on the way through, so a corner here. Played over. And not an attempt he'll be terribly proud of. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Good through ball. And a goal! Just what... Oh, there it is! A back and forth sort of match. No. Feeding it through. Well, not clear yet. And away they go again into the second half. Omari Hutchinson. Well, the attack looks promising. This could be troublesome. Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. They favoured a short one here. Can they open things up? Well, disappointing end to the move. Roberto Alvarado. He's in behind, Torres. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, let's look at this again, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Anderson. Omari Hutchinson. Getting in there to intercept.
Yeah, that's good positioning and excellent reading of the situation.
Just a reminder, we have more absorbing action from the Premier League coming your way here on EA TV. Is it going to be? Another goal! And surely there's no way they can throw this away. Absolutely dominant.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is.
Goals in plentiful supply, 4-1 currently. Dan Ndoye. Nicolo Savona. Well, just to point you in the right direction, we have more live action. From the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Nottingham Forest facing Fulham. Omari Hutchinson. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Ready to break, perhaps? And on they go. Off the post and back in play. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, as the replay shows us, it's a decent first effort, but he's so quick to get onto the rebound. That's a good finish.
Happy birthday
A glut of goals, 5-1 it is.
Of your friends and family.
Just 15 minutes remaining. And in the end, he's run out of space. Oh, nice ball. Dangerous ball. Well, it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it left the boot. Kluivert. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a really nice ball to put him through. The vision to set up the chance is outstanding, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So underway again, but to my mind, this game is now as good as over. Shielding the ball superbly.
It's a good bit of skill, isn't it?
Dan Ndoye. Real chance. And pushed away, really fine goalkeeping. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. And he's made headway. And defensive play to be applauded. Now perhaps they can counter from here. Well, it broke down, alas. There's the final whistle. The home fans are jubilant. They are going through.
Well, it was all at a bit of a canter, to be honest. They dominated pretty much from the start, and it left the result in little doubt. They'll be full of confidence going into the next round.
He's in behind, Torres. Is it going to be? Off the post and back in play. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it's...
Time for just a few questions. Thanks so much for answering our questions.